So what are we looking for as athletes? And really as humans, we are looking for feedback that's both positive and negative that lead us in the right direction. And what better feedback from putting in hours of work, from playing in bad conditions, from being in a team environment where it's just you and another person. You have to be blunt, you have to be loving, you have to be succinct, you have to think through problems on your feet very quickly. What would it look like? What would the ultimate payoff for that be?
UCLA goes back to back on the beat. Powers looking to extend it. Three-peating into history, the women of Troy. UCLA is going to the champion.
Hello, my name is Chris Dorn, and I am the head beach volleyball coach at Vanguard University.
Hi, I'm Hannah Wilmus, and I've been at Vanguard as a beach player for 2 years now.
Hi, my name is Morgan Nash. I'm the assistant coach for the beach volleyball team here at Vanguard, and before I was a coach here, I played for Chris for the beach volleyball team the past 2 years.
Originally from New York, and coaching has taken me pretty much in, I think, 8 states now. It's been an amazing experience. First portion was in Women's Division I Indoor, then Men's Division I and NAI, and then now NAI Beach, and we're transitioning to D2, so it's been fun.
Before I coached, I played 2 years for Vanguard Beach, and before that I played 3.5 years of indoor volleyball in college.
I went to a little junior college up in Fullerton, decided to play indoor there, and my coach required that I play beach. So then as my career went on, I realized I loved the beach game, and then I ended up here at Vanguard for the 2022-2023 season.
How many national championships do you have in beach volleyball?
In beach volleyball, we have one at Vanguard.
One national championship, but I've played in 2.
One, and only one.
What do you think the most important part of winning a national championship is?
It's hard to qualify what the most important part is. I think that undoubtedly grit would be at the top of the list. But I also think that it takes a special type of people to get along together to be able to kind of face that type of obstacle over and over and over. And our team last year is a great example of that, where I always tease with people, I think we had 3 national championships in order to win the national championship. According to who we played, the people that we faced, the obstacles we had to overcome, the injuries we sustained, all of those different things like that. So I would put that grit that adds that character and perseverance to a team. Last year's team had that for sure.
I honestly think that it's adversity during season. I don't think that you can smooth sail in season, at least from my experience, and then come into the national championships and just kind of roll through, unless you're just someone crazy. But I think at this level, you have to have a lot of adversity in season and a lot of things to work throughout the whole season.
I think the best kind of coaching staff overall is someone who hears you, sees you, respects you mutually, and just believes in you. That's something our coaching staff did a great job of, was I say it over and over again, like caring about us more as humans than they did as athletes, and it allowed us to flourish and be successful.
Really trying to take an account of who the whole person is. And that obviously includes the athletic side of like, hey, can you compete? Are you a hard worker? Do you have an upside? You know, what are some things like that you can bring? Do you bring speed? Do you bring prowess? Do you already have an IQ in the game? Do you bring height? Do you bring athleticism? Do you bring jump? Do you bring power? All of those things matter. But I think for us, especially where we are now, because of Vanguard's unique culture and our specific philosophy, like we are definitely looking at a lot of the other characteristics, maybe even above some of the athletic skill.
Team culture is huge. I didn't know if the rest of the team was going to do their job. I just knew I could only do mine. But there was a sense of faith in everyone else, and knowing that they were giving me their best effort, and they were giving a team their best effort, and giving the program, which just takes a weight off of you to know that you're going to do what you can between you and your partnership, but everyone else is going to do what they can for themselves. And even just coming in knowing everyone is behind me on this whether I win or lose, my whole team has my back right now.
I think team culture is very important. I think it's really important on the court, and I also think it's really important off the court. You have to be able to trust your people, whether that's coaches or teammates, your partner, yourself. There has to be a lot of trust that goes in, and I think culture is what builds that.
Mental toughness, again, going along with that grit we were talking about, that is way more important than the physicality. You know, and I've seen teams time and time again at every level. You know, it is the team that shows that heart, that grit, that reminding themselves that where they've been, who they are, and what they are capable of, that will win every single time over a team that is not mentally prepared that way.
Momentum is do or die, I believe, honestly. And especially in beach volleyball, you have teams who are really well matched most of the time. You don't really have a rollover team in this sport, so it's about who is having a better day, who has bigger energy, because half of it is a mental game of who's going to be louder and make the other team more nervous in this moment. So momentum is ginormous.
An honest celebration of all the hard work, all the mornings that we're out there before the sun's up, you know, freezing in the sand that's 20 degrees below the normal temperature, you know, all the hitting the sand that feels like pavement sometimes, or picking rocks off the court. All of those things that, you know, the days that we're being rained on, it all kind of just comes to that culmination of like, oh, that was worth it. That was awesome.